Hello Capricorn, welcome. It's December and this is a general reading for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please take what works and leave what does not. Not all the messages are for one specific person. So we all want to be heard. So check your own signs if this one does not resonate. So I feel like some of you are dealing with issues of the past. Perhaps there's somebody in your past coming to the present. But this is almost, there's a need to close a door with someone. Or close the door with your past. Could probably be better well said. But let's see what's going on for all of you Capricorns. Virgo. I can't help but feel like there's a Virgo. If you have not met a Virgo, there's somebody or another earth sign. They're significant to you this month. So get yourself out there, even if you don't feel as if. I think a lot of you Capricorns have a tendency to be isolated, a little hermit-like. It might be a good time to get out and socialize a little bit. 'Tis the season to be jolly, right? So maybe you need to get out a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe you meet somebody. Or maybe you and your person discover something about each other during the holidays. Who knows? Anyway, let's see what's going on for all of you Cappies for this December. Yeah, confusion. I feel this with you. I feel like there's a lot of confusion, not really knowing what to do. But I think you need to also see that you are in a position of advantage. Okay. So out comes the the Page of Swords reversed. Usually this is, to me, your confusion is stemming from something that you are not seeing. Something that you're just not focusing on, or quite possibly something you do not want to see. That could also be part of this Page of Swords energy. Now, there can also be yet another energy from this Page of Swords where, you know, in this day and age, I feel like this is a card that really talks a lot about social networking, like people keeping an eye on each other through social media and that nature. So I feel like there's been somebody watching you and everything that's been going on around you, because somebody sees how confused you are. Yeah, you're trapped in your own head. So whenever the Eight of Swords comes out, I feel like a lot of times this is you just really not expressing what it is you need to say. Perhaps you need to voice more of what really it is that you are feeling or what's bothering you. But this Eight of Swords, it's like, you know, it's self-imposed. It's like you've got to get out of your own head. You've got to get out and start to see things that will help you gain some clarity out of all of this confusion that I'm feeling that you've got. It's like, you know, once you get out of your head, you will start to see clearer. But right now, emotionally, it's like you're trapped. So the full moon, I feel like, could be a key time, because usually the full moon brings out or brings to light issues that need to be dealt with. So you do come out here as being very guarded. I think you need to rest. If you're not resting because you're so anxious, because I get this sense of anxiety, because you're on guard, like you're just waiting for the next shoe to drop, especially when it comes to you and a relationship. Because of these roses, they're kind of like floating. It's like there's this issue around love and relationships. The Four of Swords follows the Three of Swords. So, you know, we could surmise that quite possibly, you know, when it comes to love and your relationships, you're very, very guarded. And you're very confused about a relationship is what I'm sensing. And that could be what it is that you're in your head about as far as what to do. But again, I keep sensing that you, Capricorn, are in a position of advantage. There's something about this relationship that is very unfair, and you're trying to get a fresh, like a grip or a fresh start, or trying to reignite what it is between you and another person. But as long as you're guarded and you're not feeling like you're being treated fair, you know, this could be really difficult, Caps. So again, it goes back to something that you are not seeing that's keeping you so guarded and trapped. Or maybe you're just not I mean, I get like you just don't want to open up and tell people really how you're feeling either. So you're very alone, whoever this Cap is. All right, let's see. What else do we have for our present situation for our Capricorns? Again, here comes the Moon card. So I feel like come this full moon, I mean, you're really bonded and connected to somebody. You know, but there's a lot of strings attached with this relationship. And these strings are what I think you're really guarded about. It's like on one end, you guys are amazing. On another end, there's something that you're just not sure about. And I think all of these things come out during this full moon cycle, this next full moon. So I think by the end of December, I think you'll start to gain a lot of clarity and start to see things in their true light. The Moon card, it's about, the Moon card usually illuminates those things and those emotions that we try to keep hidden within ourselves. And I feel like you're being really guarded about what might come out or what people might find out about you. There's a secret about your home, your family, something that you're just not willing to open up about. So you're holding into the shadows, but that kind of energy is what's keeping you confused, as well as you hiding and pretending everything is better than what it is. Financially, I think you pretend that your finances are better than they really are. This isn't for everyone. With this Page of Pentacles reversed next to this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like there's this effort to try to get finances back under control, but yet it's not happening. It's like you struggle with that, and there's still a little bit of frustration with some of that. Now, the Page of Pentacles is also a young energy, but I feel like it's like filled with bad ideas. You know, this is like if you're trying to figure out how to financially make things work, I think you need to be very clear about, you know, how you want to do this. Be very careful of get-rich schemes. I feel like there's something that is hidden about something that might be too good to be true that's come up quite a bit for you, Capricorn, this month, in my mind anyway. So yeah, there's a lot going on in your world, and I think you're at a point where you're ready to make some solid, grounded decisions. So what sits over your head, Cappies? What's sitting over your head? So if this reading is resonating, that'd be really great. Hit the thumbs up button. Next week I'll be doing readings for the new moon. So above you we have this King of Wands energy reversed. So again, I feel like you can't pretend that in the home place things are better than they are. There's a secret, a shadow, something really dark that you're trying to hold really guarded and tight that you don't want people to find out about. It's getting harder and harder to do because I think people are starting to feel the edge, so to speak, of what's going on. All right, let's see. Anything else for the King of Wands before we move on? I'll get another deck and clarify this reading. So, like I say, we'll see how this all pans out. So, the King of Wands with the Queen of Cups. So, there's a confusion about your emotions as well with someone. And again, this is a guarded secret that you have. It's like as much as you love, there's a price that you pay for this relationship that you are involved in. You know, this is somebody from your past. You've been together for a while. You may have children together with this person. But I feel like there's this issue of pretend, you know, that everything is better. And you might be getting some help from people. See, again, you're very unstable, Capricorn. So I feel like you could be getting some help from some people that could help nurture this sense of instability. Because you've got to open up to somebody. You've got to tell somebody what's really going on and how you're really feeling about a situation. Because this is like a big, deep, dark secret of yours. So you're really afraid of how alone this secret is keeping you. I don't know what this is, but what's lurking in the shadows, Cap? Okay, let's get some clarification on this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you don't want to end something because it's almost like you're not sure that's the right way to go about this or whether that's the way to deal with something. But here with this Five of Pentacles, something, I get financial ruin, the state of confusion, this guardedness, you know, all of this. I mean, you look at this and it's like you're done with it. But at the same time, you know, there's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of energy. It's like, oh, it's all really good. But then there's this undercurrent of it's not really right. Things aren't good. You're avoiding something. Again, it comes up. There's something you're not seeing. You're really avoiding the truth of a situation that probably would fix everything. So you have to see something come to an end that you don't want to come to an end. And this is what I think is your confusion and your struggle and why you're so guarded. Because this is going to leave you very single. You know, so if you're married with somebody, I think, you know, this is, you're just not happy in your relationship. This is not what you wished for. And it just seems like everything you do, it's met without any success. Yeah, but you're still standing. You're still standing strong. But you pretend. I think you pretend that you're better than you are. So, you know, you're very vulnerable right now, Capricorn. So, but then there's this side of you that's very resilient. And I think that's what you need to look at more. Because you are in the position of advantage. And it's like, you know how this energy is going to go. Maybe financially you guys are really strapped. Maybe there's, I mean, I don't know. There's something going on. But out comes the Nine of Pentacles. This is like really fabulous, you know, because this is you finding yourself again. Not feeling so unstable. And I feel like somebody comes in and helps you get there. But you've got to make a decision about a relationship. Maybe it's with a Gemini. You know, because this relationship, I don't know how much longer you can continue to, you know, butt heads. And you've been feeling very independent in it anyway, you know. So, I mean, you're hanging on to a relationship where one person is very independent. And then it doesn't work when you come together. I don't know why it doesn't work, but, you know, this need, you know, do you go on your own? Or do you stick it out with somebody where you're constantly fighting? So I think these are your choices. You know, you have a choice to go on your own, and you know you'll do well on your own. Or do you stick it out with this person where the love is just like, this is so stressed. I mean, you guys fight all the time now. And you want that to come to an end. Because there's been a lot of lies, and you're avoiding, you know what you need to do, and you see what you need to do, but you're avoiding taking the action for that. All right, final outcome for our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You gotta quit pretending. I keep getting that. Everything's gonna turn around. Because this ending has to happen. It's a very painful one. You're really conflicted. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to... You know what you need to do. You know what your decision is. And you go against what you need to do. Because you just don't want to say anything. For fear of what? You know, can it get any worse? Your situation? But if you are looking for some money, money is coming. I feel like by the end of the month, you will start to get what you need and things will start to feel better. But again, until you realize that, until you see what it is, because there's something you're just not seeing. But something's got to come to an end. This has been so painful. And you fight with this decision. You really do. Let's get some advice from the Osho Tarot, right? All right, Capricorn. What words of advice does the universe have for you regarding this spread? So you feel very alone because you're the only one that can make this decision with this person. Like I say, you're very bonded. But by what? You know, so you've got to figure out what is it you're not seeing. That could be like a mantra. You wake up in the morning, it's like you want to see clear. I want to see clearly what's going on before me. You know, so that you can start to gain some clarity on what it is. For others, there's somebody who's avoiding you. Yeah. So you can't see, here it is, okay? You're really confused as to what to do regarding this situation with your person. You know, because there's real instability here in this reading here with this person, this relationship. One that's kept you very guarded. But I think that you're worried about feeling really unstable doing what it is you need to do. But quite opposite is what's true. You know, if you want to relieve yourself of all of the stress, you have to trust what it is that you need to do. And you may have to face the fact that you might have to go it alone. Twice now, we have the Hermit card has come out. You know, there's something you don't trust about someone, this person. You know, and you know that needs to change. This is a cycle that's been going on for a long time. But you have not been happy for a while. You know, because of not knowing how to handle this relationship and what you need to do. Do you stand alone and continue to be on your own? Or do you stay in a relationship that you're not sure will ever change? So you're very unstable right now. There's a lot of instability and insecurity in your energy. Yeah, and a lot of guilt. And I think the guilt comes because I think you know what it is you need to do. You need to follow your intuition. You need to do what it is that's going to bring you happiness. And you're avoiding it. You're avoiding because you don't want to be alone. Because you don't want to you don't want to feel guilty about what it is that you're about to do. But you can't continue like this either. Something has got to change. And you're feeling really stuck and trapped right now. You've got to let go of something. And this is a big something. And it's going to be a bold move, whatever it is you're going to have to do. But time's running out. You know, because if you don't do it, the universe will do it. So it's better for you to step up. You're not as stuck as you think you are. You're just not seeing something that you need to see regarding this situation. But this is, you know, you're growing a lot through all of this. So that's really great. All right, so I'm going to end it here for you, Capricorn. So tune in next week when we do Love in the New Moon. This could really, you know, maybe this storyline will come up again. But I feel like it's on you. You need to make a decision now. It's a big one because it's going to change your life. But you cannot feel guilty about what you need to do to take care of you. All right? So with that, I'm going to end this reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, terrific. If it didn't, it was not for you. So I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye now.